Hi there and welcome back to ITV. I'm your host Michael Ellen and we are here at the GSBA Taste of GSBA. We're here with Laura, who is the auctioneer, and I heard you practicing earlier. You have a million words a minute.
I do. I have a lot to say in a brief period of time. And then that's just the warm-up though. When I'm actually selling, I have a lot to sell in a brief period of time. And a lot of money to make. We have a lot of money to make this evening.
Now, how long have you been a member, or are you a member?
I'm not a member of GSBA, but I plan to be a member of GSBA. However, I've been an auctioneer for 7 years, so I do this full time.
That's
I'm a
wonderful.
member, but not a member of GSBA.
How did you start doing this? Did you just know that you could talk fast or fast talk?
Chicago, so that helped. But I went to auctioneering school about 8 years ago, and I owned a vintage furniture shop in Seattle. I sold mid-century modern furniture, so I was always out at different auctions. And when I saw an auctioneer that was good, I thought, God, it's very captivating. And I loved the chant. The chant is very beautiful. It's very old-timey, and it's an art form. So I was very captivated by it. So that's why I went to auction school.
I have so much respect for, I've put on events as well, benefits, and it's just incredible. I mean, I can barely keep track. And I do voiceovers as well, but I think I would just trip all over myself.
Well, you know, it's wild. You have to be excellent at doing a lot of things at once. And we as women are very good at that, as you very well know. It's one of those virtues that we don't want to tell too many people we have. But as an auctioneer, there's not too many women auctioneers, but we're doing great because of all those sort of innate skills that we have.
What's your favorite type of auction to be at?
To be honest with you, this is my favorite type of auction, and I'm not just saying that because I'm here, but the intimacy, do you feel the robustness of this crowd?
Lots of energy and a family atmosphere. Just everyone is there. Yes.
Yeah, and it's very, very warm, and it's very well known, and the items that are procured are generally very beautiful and well worth buying. And we have a beautiful live auction, so it's very well put together as well, and that helps me as an auctioneer.
Yeah, it helps you come off very polished, and yes, that's great.
One less thing we have to worry.
Exactly, yeah, when there's so many things you're keeping track of, and just being a speaker at auctions, not obviously an auctioneer. We were interviewing Marilyn, the MC, and so that's a lot to take care of. But I have so much respect for what you can do.
Well, I respect what you do as well.
Oh, thank you. Now, how long did you go to school for this?
Well, it was only a 9-day course, and I was in St. Louis with the old cowboys, the old-timey auctioneers, the tobacco auctioneers.
Wow.
It was very cool. So it was, again, it was probably 10% of us were women. There were about 125 folks in the class, and I went to St. Louis to do it. It was with the Missouri Auction School. And so then after that, you just practice a lot, and you just sort of figure out your chant, which is a big part of being an auctioneer, is having a chant.
So how do you develop a chant?
Well, the chant, a lot of practicing. You know, I end up driving in the carpool lane by myself on accident. I get so excited, but I do a lot of tongue twisters, and I do a lot of exercises. You know, bidder to buy them at able to buy them at 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 75, able to give me 2. And the clarity is important. You can go fast, but you have to be clear. Fast is for naught if you're not clear.
Exactly.
So people need to know where you've been and where you're going. And then you'll see this evening, if you're here, throughout the evening, that I inject a nice connection with people. I get on the floor and I go where the money is. It's not about standing on the stage pointing at people. Those days are long gone as far as I'm concerned.
But in the live auctions, they still have the numbers.
They still have their bid numbers, and they simply raise their paddle, when they're interested. And then, of course, I work my way to where we need to go, and then when I know to close the sale, I close it.
So what would you say is your signature move for you as an auctioneer, Laura?
I would say that my style of getting on the floor and having conversational kinds of selling.
It involves people, and it's so captivating to watch an auctioneer. Like you said, when you saw someone who just floored you and you were amazed by them, it is. You can't take your eyes off it.
It's quite beautiful. And then I think remembering people's names and being very, very connected to people, and it's genuine. If you like what you do, people see that, and it pays off.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you know how that goes.
Well, thank you, Laura, for being with us. Is there a way that people can contact you?
Yes, lauramahalik.com, or you can go to seattleauctioneer.com.
How do you spell your last name?
Michalek. And if you just Google Laura the Auctioneer, I'm sure I'll come up.
Oh, great. Well, thank you. This is Laura the Auctioneer at lauramahalik.com. Thank you so much for being here at the GSBA, and good luck tonight.
Thank you, and I'll be looking for ITV very soon.
Oh, great, wonderful. Have a great day and a great time. This is Michael Ellen for ITV, and we'll see you in a little bit.
I'm attorney Alexander Ransom. Have you been charged with a DUI or faced any other criminal charges? If you're in trouble with the law, you need a trial attorney who's aggressive, experienced, and effective. Call today for a free consultation. The law offices of Alexander Ransom. I look forward to serving you and getting your criminal charges reduced or dismissed. Call today. The law offices of Alexander Ransom. Call today.